Well, this is the 5th week of no mud, no lotus. Are there any available in the bookstore? Oh. So it's a hit. Bestseller here at the center. And so I understand, I got to watch John's presentation last Sunday. What's it called? Let's Get Dirty. And so it's interesting that my title, following his, is Magnifying the Passion of Spirit. So we're going to build on that, John, okay? Okay. So good morning, beloveds. Good morning. Thanks to my partner, James. He taught me a wonderful way to start my day. A great day is today. A great day is today. And I affirm that every morning for myself and for those around me who might say otherwise in my presence. Well, why? Why is it a great day? Why is it a great day? We're here. Yes. That is vertical on this side of the dirt, as I was told years ago. The green side. Why? Because each moment of our life is a divine opportunity to magnify the passion of this thing called spirit. And to remember that we are surrounded and supported by a universal intelligence, which I call the divine goodness. And so when you know that, because I know that for myself, that's what I expect. And that's what I see. I also know that we are, in truth, immersed in this goodness. Can you picture that? Immersed in the goodness? How many of you sleep in a comfortable bed with comfort, with, sheets and stuff? So I wake up immersed in goodness. And so that's where I start every morning. Immersed in this goodness. Today's a great day. So if we are immersed in it, in this goodness, there's a universal it that includes more. The divine one. So what is this it? It's spirit. And to be within the inner spirit of each of us is the desire and passion and the ability to create the experience called your life. Spirit is often referred to as the fullness of God, the bounty. The Bible tells us in Ephesians 3:16, quote, to be strengthened with might by his Spirit in the inner man, end quote. So to be strengthened with might, what is that? What is the might? Might is the power. Might is the authority. Might is the energy or the intensity of which one is capable. So we're already imbued, we're already immersed in this power with this opportunity called capability. We are capable because we are first spirit. So to be strengthened with the power, the authority, the energy, and the intensity which spirit is right now. And it's already within us. Now, whenever I go to a Bible quote, not whenever, sometimes there's a little resistance because I came from a very fundamental background. Not that that's bad, but all that I didn't believe about me. Didn't work for me. I never believed I was a worm of the dust. Or that because I hadn't been baptized here or sprinkled there, that I was going to hell. Because I soon found out that hell was a place I didn't want to be, which was usually an experience that I didn't like being in. Yeah? We've all been in hell, haven't we? At some point or another. We've experienced the feeling, oh my God, this is hell. So when you're a little child and the person's up here saying, unless you're going to hell. Didn't buy it. So I'm gonna metaphysically interpret that last passage. So the inner man is Christ, and Christ is the Son of God. The inner man is Christ, and the Christ is the Son of God. You with me? The inner man is revealed by what he does. As we do not see God, so we do not see the real man. We never see causes, only effects. But the effect loudly affirms the nature of its cause. The effect magnifies the inherent nature and the essence of your beliefs. I call it the deep downs, the underlying drivers of your actions and your reactions. The bits of belief ingredients accepted into your inner spirit self that become part of that whole of you. I like to think of all of this as our filling. To me, the fullness is our filling. And during my life, some of the fillings I've tasted have been better than others. So why do some of them taste better than others? Some might even taste a bit bitter at times. Well, I believe it's because the belief ingredients that we accept at those times were not in alignment with our true nature. I know for myself, I become distracted moment to moment sometimes. I lose sight of who I truly am. With all the years of study, all the years of going through process, all the years of kicking aside the mud to become the lotus, still kicking. A few claws at the roots. Because I don't really believe we become the lotus until we transition. But we try. We grow. We push up. We push out. We bloom and bloom and bloom, greater bloom toward that goal. In the book, No Mud, No Lotus, Thich Nhat Hanh notes in the section titled The Pull of Distractions, and I quote, "When we stop the busyness of the mind and come back to ourselves, the enormity and rawness of our suffering can seem very intense because we are so used to ignoring it and distracting ourselves. When we feel suffering, we have the urge to run away from it and fill ourselves up with junk food, junk entertainment, anything to keep our mind off the pain that there is inside us. It doesn't work. We may succeed in numbing ourselves from it for a little while, but the suffering inside wants our attention, and it will fester and churn away until it gets it. We run away from ourselves because we don't want to be with ourselves. That's why the first practice is to stop running, come home to our bodies, and recognize our suffering, our pain, our distress. Suffering is one energy. Mindfulness and mindful breathing into our distressful moments is another energy, one that we can call on to come and embrace the suffering. With mindful breathing, you can recognize the presence of a painful feeling, just like an older sibling greets a younger sibling. You can say, "Hello, my suffering. I know you were there." In this way, the energy of mindfulness keeps us from being overwhelmed by painful feelings. We can even smile. We can smile to our suffering and say, "Good morning, my pain, my sorrow, my fear. I see you. I am here. Don't worry." End quote. We are taught in this teaching to not deny our feelings because they're true for us. They come from a deep root of something. You name it, it's yours. I name my own. But when we're suffering, when we're in pain, when we're in trauma, the pain is real to us. But it's not the truth of us. So, I would like to offer that we come together and try a mindful breathing technique. I took part of this from No Mud, No Lotus, and then I modified it for this morning. You want to take that ride? If you do, I invite you to close your eyes. And for several seconds, several moments, pay attention to your breathing. Now, take in a full, deep in the belly breath and fully extend with that breath. And then slowly exhale that breath, mindful to release deep in the belly. And continue with that deep breathing in and breathing out. And as you're breathing, breathing in, say to yourself, "I know I am breathing in." Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. One more time, breathing in. I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I smile. When you're ready, open your eyes and bring your attention back to the room. That's mindfulness. When faced with something that is painful, breathing in, focusing on the breath, And when breathing out, to smile is to say to yourself, it's all okay within yourself. Saying to yourself, I know I am breathing in, keeps your focus centered within you. Smiling as you breathe out is a form of peace and gratitude. With gratitude for what was, even the feeling of pain or distress, because it caused you to be more mindful of the truth of who you are. And with mindfulness, you are able to release all those muddy belief ingredients you have labeled as pain, sorrow, and fear. Magnifying the passion of spirit is the result of doing that. Because you've recognized one more time just how true that is for you. That indeed we are spirit at our root belief. Science of Mind tells us on page 492, quote, to be filled with the wisdom of God and to recognize that is to manifest our true nature, which is Christ, the Son of God. The power that worketh in us. This power is the power of God, and if we admitted no other, we should ever be satisfied, happy, prosperous, well, and complete. End quote. With mindful breathing, you can recognize the presence of a painful feeling, just like an older sibling greets a younger sibling. You can do that. You can do that. Beloved, is this moment, this place, the Center for Spiritual Living, Chico, is the result of the power of God that worketh in us. This center today, right now. As a charter member of this community, trust me, there have been a whole lot of breathing in and breathing out. 35 years, yikes. There's been lots of yikes and yucks and oh my gods. And like the roller coaster, I'm going to use that as a metaphor today. We have chugged up, reached a high point, hooped and hollered as we enjoyed the adrenaline rush of the ride down. Then, guess what? Chugga up again. Over and over, up and down and around to here. 35 years of magnifying the passion of spirit. And so I had, of course, bring a prop. I like props. I like props. "35 years of people, of experience, and locations. From the outreach ministry with then Reverend Carolyn, meeting at the Chico Women's Club, bookstore in a box, chairs and tables and always good food, even back then. Every week, set it up, take it down, move it out. Next week, bring it in, set it up, da-da-da-da, boom. It's like a gypsy show. The energy was great. And you can feel it today, because it's still great. And from that place to raising monies for the down payment for this building, to Reverend Carolyn receiving her doctorate designation. I recall when I was president of what was then the Board of Trustees, when we paid off this mortgage on this building. It wasn't long before our consciousness and community had outgrown this location. Spirit had magnified. And we moved to Lakeside Pavilion. The roller coaster continued to go up, and then down, and then around. Dr. Carolyn rewired in 2008, and Reverend Duchess became the lead minister. That same year, I left that nest with Reverend Louie to open another Science of Mind Center in Chico. Another ride on that roller coaster, up and down and around. Still breathing. Still breathing. After Reverend Louie's transition in 2013, I had another ride around and up and down. Still breathing. Still grateful. Affirming and grateful and maintaining a passion for unity and wholeness of spirit in this life, which magnified for me to be here in July 2016 as spiritual co-director with my soul sister, Reverend Kathy Fernandez. Well, my spiritual unfoldment has been like a roller coaster. And so has our community here. And I am grateful for everything that has occurred. And life is like a roller coaster. You start out slow and steady, begin the upward awareness, reach a point of knowledge, and then down in the mud again. Reach for the lotus. Whoop. And eventually, like a roller coaster, it does come to a pause. And that's where we are now. Then we begin the ride again, and we certainly will, to whatever's next. And we'll ride up, which represents the breathing in, and then we ride down. Reflective pause. We go up, we go down. What I know about all of this is I told you all this history and story about me and the center as we move into our 35th anniversary celebration next Sunday. Because I, for one, still have a pretty good memory of all that happened. And I am looking forward to seeing younger friends who are now older. But people I knew then and know now, and some I see here today. And it's nice to have known the spiritual. Dr. Carolyn has planted several blossoms through the spiritual community. And we, in turn, each one of us, share that. And I'll say pollinate the community with our truth that we know, that we live by, that we share. And when the roller coaster ride takes a pause or a stop, it's a reflective pause. One that says, I see you. I am here. Don't worry. And here we are. Here we are. So, beloveds, I invite you into the wisdom of reflective gratitude. Remember what got you here. Not only here physically, but to this point in your life. Reflect upon all those beautiful ingredients that you cherish. Bring those forward. Wrap that up. And nurture that. if that's what you want to have in your life in the future. I cherish my 35 years of you. All of those who were, are now, and will be, because there certainly will be more. Each one is necessary, a vital part, a tasty ingredient to this life, no matter where you are drawn. Today you're drawn here. Tomorrow, who knows? Remember to keep on breathing and smiling and grateful for the wisdom. Because you know, Spirit declares, I see you. I'm here. Don't worry. And you are loved. Namaste.